Just read the other verses. Shanta mahanto nivasanti santah vasantavallokahitam charantah tirna swayam bhima bhavarnavam janan ahetunanyanapitarayantah. Right. So, you saw that. The student now goes to the teacher. After gaining all those qualifications, he approaches the teacher and pays his respect as to how helpless he is and how blessed the teacher is. When, because of the ignorance, the student is roasted in the forest fire of samsara, shaken by the unknown cyclonic wind, and then drowning every moment in the samsara, the teacher is reveling in the ocean of knowledge. So he says, I surrender unto you. Why? Bhita, I am frightened. Prapannam, I surrender unto you. Because saranya manyat yadaham na jane, I don't know any other refuge other than you. And that time, now Shankara describes beautifully the general characteristic of a wise man. Because everywhere you shall see the description of the student. Very rarely you shall come across the description of a teacher. Everybody says how the student should be, what type of mind can appreciate this reality. But not many places you shall come across the qualification of a teacher. Of course, the greatest qualification is the teacher should be Shrotriyam Brahmanishtham. Shrotriya Brahmanishta. That is what in Upanishad will say. Tasma tad vijnanartham gurumeva vigacche Shrotriyam Brahmanishtham. It's a very beautiful line comes in the Upanishads. Nasti akrutah krutena tasma tad vijnanartham gurumeva vigacche. We shall see it some other time. Samitpanihi Shrotriyam Brahmanishtham. The knowledge that you are going to get, that cannot be gained by any action. We have seen it few classes back. It is like the 10th man trying to get the 10th man. The owner of the specs looking for the specs. The owner of the mala looking for the mala. You are the happiness, you are looking for the happiness. If you look for it, you deny that you are the owner of it. If you don't look for it, you don't get it either. Therefore, go on to a teacher who shall point it out. Because if you engage yourself in any action to search for the mala or the specs, you are denying that you are the owner of it. You don't look for it, you don't get it either. So go to a person who sees, where the person who sees it clearly shall reveal it. So same thing also in case of this knowledge. I am the happiness. When I am not knowing it, when I am struggling to find happiness, I deny that I am the happiness. If I don't look for it, I don't get it either. Therefore, Guru Meva Avigachet. Go unto a teacher. What type of teacher? Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam. Well versed in scripture, established in himself. There can be somebody who can be established in himself, but not necessarily well versed in scripture. Reason? He has just understood it, gets an experience which is very profound, helps him to be with himself. That possibility is there because everybody is always with himself. Somebody sometimes catches onto a very deep experience, but he doesn't know how it came. That is why such people become mystics. Mystics, the people who have a very defining experience, but they don't know how it happened, that is why they cannot convey it to you. It is like a man who is on the mountain top. Listen, the man who is on the mountain top. When he is on the mountain top, he has the vision of all sides. But he happened to be on the mountain top. It's like suddenly somebody has taken him in a helicopter and put him there. So he has the vision of all sides, but he doesn't know how he reached there. Same thing also, there are certain people which you can come across in life, they shall talk beautifully. But they don't know how they reached there. For them it was some type of an inexplicable experience. So that is why such people will say, or their followers will say, you don't need a teacher. Such person, should he have a follower? Because if he doesn't know how to teach, listen carefully. If he says, I don't need a teacher, I did not have a teacher and I understood, then why should he talk? To whom should he talk? Are you getting that point? Because are you getting that? If knowing yourself, enlightenment, waking up to yourself is very natural, something doesn't need a teacher, then that person should stop talking about it, because as it happened to him, it will happen to everybody. Why should he talk about it? Why should there be books? Why should there be an ashram? Are you getting that point? Because if you say enlightenment is spontaneous, you don't need a teacher, you don't need the scripture, then nobody must talk about it, nobody must write about it. Because if it happened to one person, it will happen to everybody. Are you getting that logic? But that doesn't work. That is where the teaching tradition. Somebody knows about it, he begins from ignorance, goes into awakening, awareness of himself, and that is how everybody shall pass.